Good evening, Tallahassee. I'm student meteorologist Priscilla Vijalta, and welcome to your Thursday edition of FSU Weather. Right now, we've got a beautiful look over Doak Campbell Stadium. We're going to have a nice, beautiful sunset tonight. It's currently 78 degrees, very sunny, and a little breezy with winds from the west-northwest at 15 miles per hour. Looking at our satellite and radar, beautiful conditions over the Big Bend region. Tonight might be a great night to take a walk, enjoy the outdoors while our conditions are looking fabulous. Tonight it's going to be a little chillier, 56 degrees with winds from the west at 9 miles per hour. Maybe after that sunset it's time to head in. Looking at tomorrow's conditions, 72 degrees and sunny with wind gusts at 25 miles per hour, so it's going to be very breezy. Make sure to hold on to your jacket. And for the rest of the show, we've got another severe weather recap, mild April temperatures, and perhaps a clear weekend in Tallahassee. All that and more on FSU Weather.
Good evening, Tallahassee. My name is student meteorologist Isabel Weiss here with FSU Weather. Behind me is Doak Campbell Stadium. It's a gorgeous sunny day. It's in stark contrast to what we've seen in the last couple of days. It is in the upper 70 degrees and sunny with strong winds that are keeping us cool right now. The radar, you can see not much going on. There's a little bit down in Salt Lake City, but as I said, it is completely different to the completely overcast conditions that we've seen in the last couple of days. Looking more at the big picture, we can't see very much going on, but there are some clouds down here in the south of Florida. But at Tallahassee, we aren't seeing anything going on today. It's a little bit warmer here in Tallahassee than it is in the rest of the area. Even down by the coast in Perry and Apalachicola, we are seeing cooler temperatures, which is so our high temperatures are a lot higher than our dew point, which is how we're seeing those super clear conditions today. The wind is coming from the northwest area. That is from our front that we saw in the last couple of days. We have very strong winds in Tallahassee, and that will continue on to tomorrow. As I said, we are going to have strong winds coming into Tallahassee. Gusts tomorrow are going to be upwards of 25 degrees, and we aren't going to see any cloud cover. It's just going to be pretty much a sunny day all day. If you're planning your day for tomorrow, it's going to be a cool morning at 54 degrees. That is cooler than we're going to be seeing in the next couple of weeks. In the midday, it's going to be in the upper 60s, mid 70s, but as I said, very windy. If you're planning your week, we're going to have pretty good conditions all weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, clear skies. We're not going to see any cloud cover until we reach later on in the week. Starting at Monday, there's going to be a little bit of clouds, and then a week from today, we're going to see a small chance of rain and really high conditions. If we go back to this weekend on Sunday and Saturday, we're going to see pretty low temperatures that we're not going to see very much for the rest of the year, with the spring coming soon. So now on to Priscilla for a zoomed out look at Florida.
Thank you, Isabel. So yeah, we've got our look at Florida. Very warm throughout the state. We see upper to mid 70s and upper 80s in South Florida. And looking at our dew points, we've got this beautiful map, very green on the peninsula, which is higher dew points, a lot muggier, versus here in Tallahassee and Pensacola, we've got a lot of drier air associated with that cold front that has already passed us here in Tallahassee. However, looking at South Florida, we see these rain bands push forward. Remember to be cautious if you're driving along the I-75 corridor, and keep your eyes peeled out on the road. Looking at Central Florida, again, we see these rain bands, lots of clouds push through the area, even through Orlando, Tampa. Make sure to be cautious, even if you're like driving on I-4 over here. And then looking up at Jacksonville, less clouds, but we still got some rain going through the Jacksonville metropolitan area. And over here in the Big Bend, it looks great. It looks fantastic. No clouds in the sight, no rain. Amazing day for us here in Tallahassee. Looking at Miami for this weekend, Lower 80s and upper 70s, very sunny, no chance, barely any chance for rain. It's going to be an amazing weekend. Maybe to head out to the beach would be fabulous. Looking at Tampa, mid 70s and upper 70s here on Sunday. Very sunny, great. Maybe get out onto the bay, Tampa Bay. Looking at Orlando, mid 70s again. Great, really great chance this weekend to take advantage of the really great weather conditions we've got. Maybe if you're into that, you could head out to the theme parks. That would be a fun idea. Looking at Jacksonville, we see a lot milder temperatures compared to the rest of the state. Lower 70s and upper 60s, and again, very, very minimal chances for rain. So it's going to be a great day to get outside, hang out with your friends, maybe go to a park, enjoy the outdoors as we've got these very nice, comfortable early spring temperatures. Looking at Pensacola, it's a little windy over here, and we've got, again, lower 70s. Again, just a really great day this weekend to take advantage. Looking at our storm outlook, again, Peninsula of Florida is looking at a marginal risk for thunderstorms. There's a chance for lightning as well. So if you're in these impacted areas, make sure to be aware, watch the roads as well. And looking at our future radar, we see that front that we had push out of Florida all the way to the end of Friday, and then be that beautiful weekend ahead with some slight breezes. And looking at tonight's forecast, it's going to be very cool, very nice and comfortable throughout the state. We've got 52 over in Pensacola. Tallahassee's our cool spot. We're at 49, and the rest of the state is looking pretty comfortable, mid-60s, a little chillier over here in Gainesville, and then again, we've got thunderstorm chances in Tampa, Orlando, and Jacksonville, even over here in West Palm Beach. And looking at tomorrow's forecast, beautiful day, lower 70s, mid-70s, very comfortable for us. And now I'm going to pass things off to Jason with the National.
Thanks. So we're going to be zooming out around here. So looking at the whole United States, we can see the cold front has mostly gone through everywhere, except you can see Miami's at 86, but places behind it like Memphis is 60, so huge contrast difference from the cold front. And we can more see that with the dew point. It's negative 12 in like around New Mexico, but 73 in Miami. So huge difference even between Tallahassee and Miami. And you can see the muggier, the closer to the coast of the East Coast in North Carolina and Virginia, but that's just from the cold front still making its way through. And you can see the cyclone, the anticyclone, I mean, like a counterclockwise motion around Chicago, and that's what's causing lots of snow and rain south of Minneapolis. But down in Miami, they're still seeing the effects of that cold front. Like in Tampa, my parents sent me a picture of the front moving, and it was a huge line going through with some strong storms. And then around the Northeast, you can see lots of rain moving up around the low. Looking around the water vapor, though, it's going to be very dry moving in after the cold front, and you can see that dry air around Tallahassee and Atlanta, but very muggy and gross around Miami. And then in New York, though, it's going to be very similar to Miami, but a lot less colder, a lot more colder in New York, but just getting lots of rain from that front system. And now zooming in more onto that area right here, you can see the rain moving in, causing lots of floods. There's actually a flood watch right now for this area, causing lots of rain. So yeah, like right here, you can see the flood watch right here, causing, because it's just lots of rain where areas they don't usually get that much rain at this time of the year. But looking at the Midwest, you can see Green Bay and around this area, again, lots of rain. And then the other side, just like maybe just another state over, you can get huge snow going through right now. So it's pretty late for us who live in Florida who think of snow this time, but they still get this pretty regularly around this time. And you can see that winter watch advisory around the northern Wisconsin, and the wind warning right here in the plains. But usually the area gets most rain. It's not getting much rain at all in Seattle, and very dry. You're going to see an upper level high here, so that's usually why it's not going to be not much rain. But this is the area that needs the most rain, Texas, and that's not getting much rain at all right now. As you can see, there's a advisory for the fires. Fires can come out of this area, and they have in the past recently. So it needs to hopefully rain there soon. But in Tallahassee, not getting much. Just after the cold front, you can see lots of marginal risk and then slight risk in Raleigh, North Carolina. And then this area is going to be just thunderstorms. And on day 3, it's going to be completely clear, so perfect. Tonight, it's going to be very nice. You can see the cold front. And then on tomorrow, it's going to be perfect. So now I'm going to send it on to Allie-Ann with the next segment.
Yeah, so our next segment is one of my favorites. It's called Big City, Small Town. So we're going to zoom out to a big city and then really focus in on one of these smaller cities that you've probably never heard of, but you know the name. So we're starting big in Sacramento, California, the capital of California. So currently in Sacramento, as you can imagine, it's pretty warm. Not really sure what this black speck is, but when we look up over here at Sacramento, we're sitting at 88 degrees. The rest of California is still staying in those 80s, but Santa Rosa at 91 and Stockholm also at 90. Satellite radar, what do you expect with Sacramento? Nothing on the radar. So great conditions in California. No clouds, not a single cloud in the sky, and no rain. So living it up in California, you can get your tan going on if you're there, but a lot different than we're going to see in a second. So our 3-day for Sacramento, we're going to see our temperatures in the 80s, and we're going to cool off a bit as we head into the weekend to 78 and then 75 on Sunday. Those low temperatures are still chilling a little bit in the 50s, so great conditions overall for Sacramento. But have you heard of Sacramento, Pennsylvania? Because I sure haven't. It's named after, we're not sure. The total area in square miles is almost 4 square miles, and the population sitting at a very low 224 people. So as we move from coast to coast, we're going to see Sacramento sitting here at 47 degrees, so a little bit chillier than what we're seeing, almost half the temperature in Sacramento, California, but staying around the 40s throughout this whole Pennsylvania region. So on our radar, there is a frontal system moving through, bringing all this rain. It's actually a double front. We saw that on the national. So a lot of rain's coming through, not very severe weather, but heavy rain and storms. Here's our future radar. So I know Sacramento is like right here, but our skies are going to clear up as we head into tomorrow and into the evening hours Friday night. We're going to see those storms still continue to roll through with that secondary boundary line. Tonight in Sacramento, we're going to see the temperatures at 42 degrees, possible thunderstorms, and the winds are chilling, coming from the north at 7 miles per hour. For our 3-day forecast in Sacramento, we're going to see much different temperatures than we are in California. So our high Friday is staying at 57, but as that frontal system moves, we're going to see those temperatures drop, sitting at 47 on Sunday. And then for our lows, we're going to stay at 42, 40, and 35, so really cooling off as that front moves through at 35 degrees Sunday. Now, I'm going to go ahead and throw things over to our desk. We're going to have a recap at severe weather. So, Jason, what do we have going on with our severe weather?
So it's been a very severe week. We've been having lots of tornadoes this week. It's been pretty scary, even like north of us.
Yeah. So like the past 3 weeks, we've kind of had a severe weather phenomenon. For the past 3 weeks, we've had severe weather kind of on Wednesday each week, and now we're headed to get yesterday. So what happened yesterday?
So yesterday there was a band of storms that went through, producing lots of tornadoes just north of us, even like 10 miles north of Tallahassee.
Tallahassee was under a tornado watch yesterday, but we had 30 tornadoes in 7 states. That's a pretty significant number. And then at least 3 deaths and multiple injuries from the severe weather.
Wow.
And then we're going to look at tornado emergency in Alden, South Carolina on Tuesday.
And then there's also a state of emergency in Georgia.
Georgia was getting battered with some weather yesterday. I did see that.
Yeah.
Columbus area was under, I think, severe thunderstorm watch or warning yesterday, and they had tornado warnings throughout the area over there too.
And then also there's about 70,000 without power in the southeast.
Yes, so the southeast has been getting battered with severe weather this week. So seeing all these outages is expected. So all those linemen are pretty busy right now. Here's a look at some damage. I'm not sure where this is, but you can definitely tell a tornado has gone through this area.
Wow, yeah, that's crazy.
Didn't you send in a picture? I think we're going to get to one of your
Yeah,
pictures.
we will.
Do you know what this tornado was? I can't remember.
I cannot remember,
But look at that thing. It's massive. Not sure how long it went, but it could have gone for a couple miles. Who knows the lifetime of that one. But this is the one you sent in.
Yeah,
so
this
go
is-
ahead and explain this.
So this is one I sent in. I was talking about earlier on the national, where you can see that huge band go in with the front, and they got hit pretty hard today. So
Yeah, that was South Florida, wasn't it?
it was around Tampa. It's in St.
Okay,
Pete.
yeah. So yeah, like you could really see that frontal line right there, and it was really defined. That's a really nice picture.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, so South Florida was getting a lot of rain today too, and they also, I know that Palm Beach County was under a tornado warning yesterday afternoon too. It was a tornado around Palm Beach Garden, I believe.
Yeah, so hopefully it's going to be going a lot less now. So it's going to be a lot less storms now, but yeah.
Yeah, so now we're going to throw things over the wall and let Josh talk to us about the local.
Thank you so much, Diane. Yeah, so we've been dealing with all that severe weather, but check this out. That's not the story anymore here in the Big Bend region. If you're outside, it is a beautiful day. Want to head down to the beach at St. George Island. This weekend is the weekend to do it. Now, all this rain to the south in Central and South Florida, that's part of that front that's moved through our area, brought all the clouds out, and it's been replaced by some very cool, dry air, so perfect conditions outside to start off your weekend. Right now in the Big Bend, we've still got temperatures in the mid to upper 70s, a little bit lower up here in Thomasville at 72, 74 down by the coast at Apalachicola, but still pretty warm here in Tallahassee, 78 degrees, not really getting that sea breeze that they are down at the coast. That's what's keeping dew points a little bit higher in Apalachicola, 48 right now. But down here to my south, all these green muggy conditions associated with the front are moving out of our area and is being replaced by all these lower dew points, which is significant of dry air in our area. But over the next 24 hours, we are going to see a similar story. We got winds coming out of the northwest. That's pretty general with a front moving through our area, but clear skies for the rest of our day tomorrow. A couple patchy clouds here and there, but we won't see any rain, which is a very nice thing to start off our weekend. For tomorrow, nice look over the fountain. I'll be there tomorrow morning taking my pictures. If you see me, go ahead, go say hi. But tomorrow's forecast, we do have lower high temperatures. Around the low 70s is going to be our high tomorrow. Sunny conditions are going to continue, but it's going to be pretty windy out there. Winds out of the west-southwest up to 25 miles per hour. So if you're wearing a hat, make sure you hold on to that when you're walking around. Heading into Saturday, similar story. We're going to have highs in the upper 60s. Cool and sunny conditions are going to continue, and so are those very high winds still. Around 25 miles per hour, still kicking. Might see some waves if you head down to the beach. If you're a surfer, maybe this is your time. And heading into Sunday, temperatures are going to warm up a little bit more. We're going to have highs in the mid to upper 70s, and those winds are finally going to die down. But if you're heading down to the beach this weekend, here's Panama City. Highs in the upper 60s, beautiful beach day. Might be a little cool for you, but that sun will be out to warm you up significantly. Now, for the week ahead, this weekend, we've got beautiful conditions, but in the mornings, it is going to be a little nippy outside. If you don't like those cool conditions, make sure you wear a jacket when you head out if you're going out early tomorrow. But heading into the rest of the week, we are going to see that cloud cover come back, and possibly heading into latter portions of next week, we see those rain chances return. But how about Jason will give us a look more out of the southeast right now?
Yeah, so we're going to be zooming out again on, so you can see Gainesville is very clear, so it's going to be very nice there. 80 degrees, a lot warmer than, as you see, Atlanta is 66. I wish we have 66 right now. And also Bowling Green, Kentucky is 58, which is a little more cloudy than Gainesville, but it's still pretty nice. We have Blacksburg, Virginia is 59, so around the same temperatures throughout the south, but Gainesville and the outlier there. Temperature-wise, we can see very similar temperatures as we go up the coast of Florida, but Miami sticks out 86, and Jacksonville with an 80. And then looking throughout the southeast, we can see temperatures going down as we go west from that cold front, you can see Little Rock is 63 and New Orleans is 72. Dew Point, however, though, you can see a very stark contrast where the cold front is right in this Jacksonville area right here, 65 right there, but it's 41 in Tallahassee. So huge difference from even Tampa or Orlando. And we can see that on the board right now. You can see the cold front moving in right here. Even you saw the national, like the two cold fronts, which is really cool to see around this time of year. But Miami is going to be getting some rain later today. Naples is getting hit pretty hard right now. And throughout the southeast, it's pretty clear. So active alerts right now, there's just not much going on other than probably some flood watches and along the rivers you can see. And then looking at the future radar, pretty clear once that cold front goes through. It's going to be a very nice, other than maybe some scattered rain in the north by Tennessee, and maybe some snow, as it looks like, on the east side of Tennessee and the mountains of the Rockies. Looking at today's storm outlook, though, it's going to be thunderstorms and marginal around most of Florida, even in Raleigh and North Carolina right here. It's going to be a slight storm, so please watch your radar and watch the news to find out what you need to do if that gets very severe. But the storm outlook for tomorrow, though, you can see that it's going to be just thunderstorms in north of Tennessee. But on Saturday, perfect. No storms or anything on Saturday. Tonight's forecast, though, it's going to be 64 in Tampa and 49 in Tallahassee, so pretty stark difference. They're still getting some rain along with Key West and all that. But tomorrow, it's going to be a lot better, 73 in Tampa and 71 in Tallahassee. But now I'm going to send on to the next segment.
Thank you so much, Jason. Yeah, so how about we see what Tallahassee's got going on this week. Check out this beautiful view as the sun sets over Doak Campbell Stadium right now. But if you can't head outside tonight because you got some homework to do or maybe a big test coming up like I do, you're going to be in Stroh's. It's going to be a little chilly at 65, so bring a jacket in case you don't like those chilly conditions while you're studying. But if you don't have homework or a test and you're heading out tonight, it is going to be a pretty beautiful night. Temperatures are going to start to take a dip because that front moved through, so our low tonight is 53. It's going to be clear, beautiful skies, and that wind's not going to pick up too much yet, so you won't have to hold on to your hat like I said you had to earlier. But if you want to check out some stars tonight, it should be a beautiful night because those clear skies and the moon is not so bright right now, so the stars are going to be out, especially in those rural areas of Leon County. Might be a beautiful night to go check out those stars, but check out this beautiful pooch right here. If you're heading out tomorrow, taking your dog for a walk, it's going to be a little chilly in the morning at 7, around the upper 40s, but it's going to quickly warm up to 54 at 9 o'clock and eventually into the low 60s at 11 a.m. So if you don't like those cooler conditions, go ahead and wait a couple hours to go on that morning walk. But talking sports, we do have a baseball game against Georgia Tech Friday. First pitch is at 6 p.m. It's going to be in the mid-50s, a little bit cloudy. It is going to be a little windy, so that may hinder playing surfaces there. You never know. But softball game here at Florida State Friday at 6 o'clock as well. Conditions are going to be much more beautiful here than they are up in Atlanta. Upper 60s for the first pitch. Winds are going to be a little high as well, but it should be a beautiful afternoon for some softball. And the following day, we've got our spring game. Football has come back for one glorious day here in the spring until fall, where FSU takes on FSU. They split into two teams, a very exciting game. 5 p.m. kickoff, 67 degrees, and those temperatures are going to start to decrease as we head into the evening hours. But taking a look at the weekend, it's going to be beautiful. Windy conditions, cold mornings, but sunshine at the least. So, Allianne, why don't you bring us in more towards the Tallahassee weather?
Yeah, so we got a lot of stuff going on in Tallahassee this weekend. Softball games, football, a lot. So today for our almanac, we were very on par, except for the low. We were a little warmer than average, but not reaching the freezing temperatures or the very hot temperature of 91 degrees, which peaked in 1927. So we got a nice view over Doak, really clear skies, just not the kind of skies you want for a sunset with those clouds refracting light, but great conditions overall here in Tallahassee right now. We're sitting at 78 degrees with sunny skies with winds from the west-northwest at 15 miles per hour. So the radar looks really busy right now. We do have a lot of storms moving over South and Central Florida right now, but Tallahassee is quite clear. We do have high pressure system dominating our area, so it's pushing all that rain out, giving these great conditions we'd love to see right now. So as we zoom in and look a little closer, we're going to see we are just clear overall. We're not having anything develop, not any clouds. We do have a couple small showers behind me in Lake City, but Tallahassee, beautiful overall. Current temperatures here in Tallahassee, we are at a warm 78. The whole Big Bend region sitting in those upper 70s, except for Thomasville, the little outlier at 72. Hey, but what is 6 degrees? In our dew points right now, we are quite dry, sitting in the 40s after that front moved through, really pushing all that moisture out with that high pressure. So we're dry, not humid, and sunny conditions. So I'd say the best conditions we've seen in Tallahassee all spring. With our wind speeds, we're very gusty with that moisture moving out like I've been saying, but we're sitting at 15 in Tallahassee, but just really gusty overall. Future radar, like I was saying, we're clear. We have a little cloud cover to the west of us, but Tallahassee, very clear and great conditions. And then we see these clouds develop overnight and Friday, but nothing we're really looking for. But for our week ahead, sunny weekend ahead of us. We're going to see some clouds develop on Monday, but as we make our way through the week, we have the chance of rain, but our weekend is beautiful. Now I'm going to throw things to the desk and close out our show.
Thank you so much, Allie-Ann. So, what do we got going on, Priscilla, this week? We got some beautiful weather, a lot of outdoor activities that we can enjoy.
Yes, exactly, especially after all these couple weeks. This weekend is really the great chance to get outside, maybe head to the beach if that's what you're into.
Of course, and we've got some FSU sports going on. We've got a baseball game, but that's up in Atlanta, but we do have a softball game here, and then we got the spring game.
Yes,
you going to that?
yeah, I am not going to that, unfortunately. Are you?
I think I might. I want to check it out, see what our team has to offer, and all the new people that we're bringing in. It should be pretty exciting. But
Yeah.
other than that, we've got a beautiful week ahead. We've seen all that severe weather. Check that out. Sun, sun, sun. When's the last time we've seen that?
I can't remember, couldn't tell you.
No, but it's much better compared to that severe weather that we've been tracking. Although, tracking all that severe weather may keep us busy. We still love to see those clear skies and everyone stays safe and enjoys their time outside.
Yes, exactly. And I know I'm excited to see those cooler lows that we've got. And I've heard maybe we won't see them after this week.
No, that is a great point. These are definitely really low lows to start off our mornings, especially as we head into almost mid-April that we're at. So
Yeah.
pretty chilly, and I am willing to bet that these will be the chilliest we get until we get back into the fall and winter time.
Yeah, I know, especially with the wind we've had, it makes everything just a little bit cooler. I walked outside this morning, I was like, wow, it's pretty windy, pretty chilly.
No, of course, but hey, go ahead and give us a follow on Twitter at FSU Weather.
And make sure to like us on Facebook at FSU Weather.
And you may be watching us right now live on YouTube. We stream Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Go ahead and check us out if you haven't yet.
And make sure to follow us on Instagram at FSU Weather and send us any weather-related pictures you've got.
Yeah, just like Jason gave us that picture today. It's always great. We can throw them on the show. Ain't that right?
Yep, that's for sure.
But for now, I'm student meteorologist Josh Green.
And I'm student meteorologist Priscilla Vijalta.
Have a great day.